Motherfuckers. Oh, hey, guys. What is going on? This is Kev here, of course, and I am joined tonight by Chris Grady from Grady's Gear.
What's up,
and
guys?
Alex from 814 EDC.
What's going on, guys?
And I don't know what's going on. I tried streaming this on Facebook. It says it looks like the broadcast was deleted. Create a new broadcast. I'm just going to delete it and forget about it. So pardon me for a second. Okay. So if anybody was on Facebook, get your ass over to YouTube. But yeah, so that's what's going on. We started a little early because the start time is because my kid usually goes to sleep right at 8 is like when I drop her in the crib. She passes out from her bottle. And so I usually scramble to get on by 8. So I figured 8:15 sounds good, but this time she went down a little early. And I do like to preface any of these live streams, these random ones, with if she wakes up, it's on me. So I may have to disappear for a little bit and let these guys entertain you or shut it off, whatever. So just fair warning, my kid owns this live stream and she's not even 10 months old.
Same here, man. I got my kid here too.
So I'm good.
I saw Eggs made a kind of funny joke. I'm
That's why I put it up for you.
Fan. It wasn't that one though. It was Kev doesn't love me anymore after the whole mermaid. Dude, I love you even more after that. So that's bullshit. Where was it? It was something about me being addicted to live streams now.
I got it.
Oh, it was Jeremy. So guys, this is me. All right. I am an addict at heart. I learned my lessons from that in my younger years, but it rubs off on things now. And obviously knives, filming videos, now live streams, hanging out with buddies, drinking, talking knives. So that's just kind of the way my personality is. So yes, this is a fact. So what's going on, Alex?
Nothing really. Just glad it's Friday. Glad the week's over. Looking forward to a weekend. Today was the last day I'll ever have to step foot in a classroom ever again because next week is finals week. Yeah. So
you're a senior?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh shit, bro. So we can't do the whole. He gives you a perspective coming from a college.
Well,
I was about to ask you what your channel, for anybody watching who doesn't know you, like what your channel's about and that kind of thing, and that's kind of what your channel was about. It was anyway.
Well, I'll still be in school next year because I'm going back for my master's. So I still technically have one more year left of giving that college student perspective. So I can still hold that title.
Which you don't really do anything college related. It's
Not
just
really.
you're on a budget, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying you're poor, is what you're saying.
Sort of.
When you're on a college budget, you're not poor because it's not you really. Like you're still kind of relying on your parents a little bit or financial. You don't really have a job because you're in college. So when I say poor, I just mean like you don't have a lot of money to spend.
No, I got you.
But I know you took it as me calling you out for being poor.
No, you're good. I got you.
I get it. No, I'm not worried about offending you. I'm just saying, I'm trying to explain it. I could give a rat's ass, Alex, if I offended you. I'm just kidding. Thanks to you and Cal for the beer mug. I'm about to make the first pour into it. Oh, thank you, man. He also said he wasn't trying to knock me for it. We enjoyed it. Oh, no, man. I wasn't. Guys, you can't offend me. I mean, you can fucking try, but.
Speaking of Kyle, where is Kyle tonight?
He's working late.
Work.
End of the month, he's he always works his ass up at the end of the month.
Gotta spend money on them knives. Gotta get that overtime.
Well, no, it's more about his business or his company that they need. There's a lot of companies, especially if you work in accounting. He doesn't, but if you work in accounting, I do some accounting work. End of the month is just like go time. Yeah, they ride you hard.
Alex, did you ever sell those knives that you were trying to sell?
I did sell them. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Like right when you guys were talking about that on the live stream on, what was that, Tuesday?
Yeah, it was right after I gave you shit for how you
Yeah,
were selling them.
I joined a new group on Facebook. Had like I
What's it
forget
called?
I'll go look.
Is it the Sales and Trading 2.0 one?
No, I think I'm in that one.
The CNC one?
No, this one has like 20,000 members or something like that. Because
Oh,
I
so
saw it.
It's not a cool one like Shadow Rangers then.
No, nowhere near Shadow Rangers.
Shadow Rangers is the best.
It's
can't be as cool as us.
Everyday Blades. It says you're in it, Kev.
Killed it, Jeremy. I'm probably in it.
Yeah, there's
I get invited to groups. I join groups. I don't do much on Facebook other than Shadow Rangers. And then when I'm into a certain knife,
you'll hunt for it.
I could get into a group. And I like the CNC Blade, I think it's called, group. And Edge Addicted, I think, is the one that Big Red started or is part of.
Well, I joined that one because I saw there were so many members, and I was like, I have to have a good chance of selling it in there. And like 5 minutes after I posted, the Luna had already sold, so I only had the other 4 to sell. And some guy was like, "Hey, what do you want for all these?" And I was like, "Oh, cool."
Love the shirt. Yeah. Sorry, I was just showing that off. You'll notice that I tend to do my own thing up in my corner while you guys talk, which is fine.
Short attention span.
Yeah, well, no, I'm trying to get to the comments a little bit, and sometimes I can do that while somebody else is talking. I hate to ignore everybody, but I'm also talking to 2 guys, so it's like
that's what I'm doing. I'm reading the comments right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyone who wants to trade for Norseman, JK. I love it. Laugh out loud.
Ethan loves
So you got a Norseman, or is that the one that was going around the group from Kyle?
I think he won it. Raffle. Yeah.
I believe he won it.
Dude, that shit's been happening more and more. I won that Evo. My buddy Doug won that Thai Malibu that I had that you guys don't even know I had yet because I haven't posted any videos about it yet. And then I sent it to ProTech, and then I already sold it to Joe, the knife whisperer, and he'll have it tomorrow. So before that knife, before I ever posted anything on that knife, it's already gone through all that shit and about to be to the new owner.
How many videos do you have backlogged, Kev? Like
right now? No, I'm down to like 26 or 7 because
he had more.
I was up to almost 40, and I was like, I gotta chill. And that was one of the topics I wanted to talk about. So this reminds me, actually, I had what I'm calling a mid-knife crisis. So, I don't know what happened early this week, end of last week. I just I have not bought a knife since I bought this Slim Midi last Wednesday or Thursday.
Wow, you bought over a week.
I have not bought a knife in that time. That has not happened in over a year. Usually I buy multiple a day or a trade and sell. Technically, I traded Joe for his J-Cape, but I traded my J-Cape, so it was just kind of like a swap. And then I sold him the Malibu.
It's getting hard to keep track of what you have in sometimes.
Well, dude, I'm running low. And then the good stuff is on loan, which is fine. That's kind of how I want my collection to be. But so I haven't bought anything. And then earlier this week felt weird. I didn't want to film over the last weekend. I didn't really want to film any videos. And I did have a bunch backed up, so I think that was part of it. I felt weird being so far behind. I'm talking about Leon Ma shit in videos that haven't even posted yet, and that's over. And I don't know, I just felt weird, and I barely filmed for a few days, and I'm just calling it a mid-knife crisis. And I think I'm back as of yesterday. I'm back in the groove.
Have you bought anything yet, or do you have anything that you're eyeing up?
That's the thing. There's nothing that I want. And that brings up another topic, which is that fucking Spyderco Sleesh douchey. And I don't understand that whole thing. Everybody loves that knife and thinks it's this great, amazing thing. Basically because Nick Shabazz said it was a gem once. Now everybody
got so much hype.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Nick Shabazz effect. And I know I'm just repeating what other people say, but I mean, it's what happened. Same with the Skaha too. That's a great knife, but it's not the best knife in the world. You need to wait 2 years to get one good. I just had one and I sold it in like a week. It just wasn't fun. It just has a good flipper and that's like it. So I don't know. My theory on the Sleece Douchey, which is what I'm calling it, if you haven't noticed, is that the new knife guy. So like that model came out 5, 6, whatever many years ago. And it got all the hype because it wasn't around anymore and there was only a few out there, right? But now that there's another however many in the market, at least 1,200, I would assume, because that's Spyderco's minimum, I think. I think the new knife guy is going to figure it out. Like, for one, why does it cost so much? $400? The Spidey Chef is $230. And that has LC 200N, which is also a really good steel and probably maybe more expensive than an M390. Not saying it's better, but it's the same construction minus the steel, right? And it's $200 more almost. Why?
I saw a bunch of people in, I think it was in the Millie Club, like going back and forth in the comments saying like one person would say how that price is so bad, like how is it worth that much? And then other people would be like, well, back when the first one came out, like you said, how many years ago?
It was $300.
Yeah, it was like 300 when it first came out. What's the $100 upcharge when you're getting the same steel? They're not upgrading anything. You're getting titanium handle, XHP steel,
right? Wasn't the first?
No, you're just getting a blue anodized handle, and that's it. That's $100.
No, you're getting a better steel. The first one is XHP. Yeah, this one's M390.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought
still,
this one was XHP too.
That's not like a world-changing $150 difference. I don't know.
It's not worth $400 in my opinion. It's just not worth the $400.
But even at that point, I just think that, and I'm calling it the new knife guy. That's like us, like people who've gotten into the hobby in the last 5, 4, 3, 4, whatever years. We weren't around when that hype started, so it's not embedded in you. And I think those guys who get it are gonna realize what it is what it is. It's a freaking titanium frame lock, which Spyderco struggles with, in my opinion. And it's a slow roll knife. Like, yeah, you could flick it, whatever. You can't Spidey flick it as a righty. That's Spyderco's thing. So we'll see what happens. But I think the market is going to plummet on that knife. I think it'll end up where maybe you'll pay a little more than $400, but it's not going to be $600-$700 anymore.
I think for $400, there's just a lot of other options out there that are
much better options.
Well, to me, it kind of reminded me of, obviously, I've never experienced the Norseman yet, but like how the Norseman's so expensive for really not great. Like, I mean, you're getting what, like, like not great
the steel on that.
It just kind of reminded me of that.
Well, guess who made that knife popular?
Nick Shabazz.
So it's just the effect of it, and he's a great guy. I'm not saying, but he liked the knife a lot, and people love his opinion. So they run and buy it. I don't see people, buying out all the slim middies in the world because I say it's good, right? Like Shabazz has a strong following, and people really like his opinion and trust it. And I don't tend to have the same opinion he does on really much at all when it comes to knives. So I don't know if that's part of why I'm not like, ooh, I gotta have one. But anyway, we could change the subject real quick. I just want to shout out some people. We got Grateful Panic in the house. Jeremy Spalding, Nebula Cloud. What's up, David? Ethan Ruins EDC, of course. He's trying to trade, of course. We all agree to blame Nick. Exactly. Like, yeah, I'll shut up now. We can blame Nick Shabazz and get over with it.
Do you guys know anyone that got the Sliz Bowie?
Oh yeah, I know Tyler did. People. Tyler. Tyler, Sean, Gear Towards Gear, and Jake all got one.
Oh, Jake did get one?
Yeah.
Didn't what's the
Gear help your boy Kyle J posted a knife show today while he
Gear Toward Gear. I got his Sure Girl off right now.
What's his first name? Sean? Is that what you guys said?
Yeah.
I saw in the Millie group. I think he was already selling the Sliz Bowie or something like that.
He's in our group.
So he
was it in the Shadow Rangers? I forget.
Well, no, but he was selling it. So his whole plan was to buy it at 400 and then sell it to somebody who wants a Sliz Bowie for $400. Like he's trying to single-handedly bring the market down. He's just I don't know what he was thinking. I think he just wanted to check it out and then not be a dick about reselling it. But he'll probably end up trading it for like an $800 knife. So we'll see what happens. Plumpy E, what up? What up, Paul Windmiller in the house? I picked up a Damasteel Evo Typhoon for the same price as a Bowie. There you go. There you go. The Evo Typhoon is a fantastic knife. Now, I'll be honest, I've never handled the Sliz Bowie, but that's because I don't think it looks good at all. I've had a Spidey Chef, and I liked it, actually, a lot. But it just fell out of my pocket eventually, like, not literally, but I have a Bowie on the way. Should be here Monday. That's awesome, Jeremy. I mean, for the people who got one for $400, I'm not saying you got screwed. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to be worth $700 again.
This dude's name.
Maybe right away. It's actually I learned this today. It's actually his name backwards, Mateo Martinez. His name's Matthew Martinez, so it's Zen Tremoatam.
Okay, he's in our group.
But you can just call him Matt. Yeah. I think you're frozen, Grady.
Yeah, you're frozen, Chris.
I am frozen.
So I did ask people for questions.
Did you get any of them?
I actually got some. Now I don't know if these were pity questions.
They probably saw your second story about not being able to comment on a Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was watching Jake's podcast today, and he's like, "Oh, I put in my stories for people to give me a question." I was like, "Ah, shit, I'll steal that idea." I never even thought of that, and I did it. And I was like, "Wait, how the fuck do they ask? How do they ask you the questions? There's no comments." So next time I need to just post or something. I don't know. But first off, Joe the Knife Whisperer, I invited him tonight too. He said he just woke up. So, screw you, Joe. He said he got the ProTech. Gonna have a coffee and open her up. So he got the Thai Malibu that came back from ProTech because I stripped the screw, which was actually my fault. I used a hex, but it was metric, not standard. And it stripped the last body screw bullshit, but whatever. And they fixed it all up, and he's got it now. So
is that like the all Gucci'd out Malibu with like the buttons, like the
titanium, mother of pearl. Yeah, it's 20 CV, not Damasteel, but it's the fancy pants one. But I sold it to him for what I got it for, and I got it for a good deal because my buddy Sharp_Marbles won it in a raffle. Because I thought I really wanted it. And he sold it to me for $350 because it wasn't for him. And then I sold it to Joe for $360 because I just wanted a little bit for shipping because I'm getting killed with shipping lately. But why are you all such knife nerds? That comes from Brad, a.k.a. Screamin' Pirate EDC. So that's his question. That one's kind of easy. I think I'm a knife nerd because I like knives. I don't know. I just kind of I explained the whole addict thing earlier. It's basically that. Go ahead, Chris. What were you gonna say?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing for me. It's a substitute for other shit. So that's how I got into them, and it handled everything. I got into it a few years ago, and like any addict, you just keep going. You keep going and keep going, going down the rabbit hole. I start buying stuff for whether it's steels or exotic materials or whatever's piquing my interest for that week.
It seems to be a common theme with a lot of people in the knife community that they have some kind of background with addiction, sort of, I think. I don't know if that's me being crazy, but a lot of people I've met are like that, and it's almost like being in NA or AA or something, because you have like a group of buddies, you hang out, you drink,
it really is,
whatever it is, and you just talk knives instead of talking about how great it is to be sober. You know, like it's a very similar feeling to that. And I don't know if that's part of it. Like a lot of it is the community for me that I get. So I'm happy when somebody gets something or I give something to somebody. It's not all about me getting the next knife. It's part of it, but like it's showing the knife. It's all that stuff goes into it. What about you, Alex? I guess how did you get into it?
I guess knives have just always like fascinated me, and I've always just been like interested in new designs and new, like Chris said, steels and just different materials. But I like it so much just because, like you said, the community is a huge part of it for me. Meeting you guys and other close people that I consider buddies and friends in the community. But I think it's just because it's not like, I don't say it's not popular, because it is, but like it's just not a typical hobby that you like. None of my friends or any like kids my age, they don't really seem like they're into it. It's just a different thing, I guess. Maybe that's what drew me into it so much. It was just something unique.
Yeah, dude. I don't have any friends, man.
Yeah.
My friends are Kevin and Kyle and Jake. These guys are the ones I talk to on a daily because they're into the same shit I am. You know, nobody else around me is into that.
I don't have a ton of like in-person friends around here. I have a few, and then I have a lot of family and like friends that I see and stuff, and like, but I don't have a bunch of people that I talk to constantly like I do with you guys. Like, it's weird.
Well, and some of my, like, I don't know, I'd probably say I have 4 or 5 like real close buddies, and only.
Well, you're in college, that's kind of gonna happen.
Yeah.
You haven't gone through that and then spread from them and then forgot about them.
Well, I've tried to, like, my two good buddies from high school that I still talk to pretty frequently. I tried getting them to get into the knife world a little bit, and my one friend, we worked together over the summers doing like landscaping and stuff, and he carries like what's the Walmart brand? Ozark Trail. He carries like a $5 Ozark Trail, and every time I'd pull out like whatever I was carrying that day, he'd be like, just joking around, like, well, what can my knife do that, or what can your knife do that my knife can't do? Like, and there's like a $200 difference in between the two, and I'm just like, I'd get into trying to explain it to him, but it just, steel stuff goes over their head, like materials go over their head. So I guess that's at the root of my story. It's just a different hobby, I guess. So unique, I guess I could say.
Gotcha. Chris, what's this about?
I did sell that pry bar today, man. I sold it.
You had a Wii pry bar?
Yeah, I sold that. I sold the.
You sold everything.
Lynch Northwest. Yeah, I sold everything. The Lynch Northwest, Spyderco Delica with the Zome glow in the dark handles. Yeah. Sold that, and the Civivi Elementum, the Blade HQ exclusive with the S35 BM blade.
Did you get your package from me yet, or no?
No, not yet. But then again, I haven't checked my mail neither. I might need to do that.
I think I dropped it off yesterday. Okay. My name is John, and I am a knifeaholic. There is comfort knowing others share the whacked out infatuation for knives as you do. Yeah, I think that's part of it. It's just a community, I guess. Just different than all others. Rusty says he blames Metal Complex. Let me see what else is going on. So Egg says, I used to shoot heroin into my veins. Does that make me an addict? Yeah, brother. That makes you an addict.
Bro.
I don't think he's kidding either.
No.
We've been there, bro. We've been there.
We've been there, man.
So Ethan and Eggs are going back and forth asking me questions on Instagram right now. So he says, okay, serious question. What's a folder? So I'm going to ignore that one. And David says, what's a mermaid? For real, though, how does your addiction impact your financial security? That's an interesting one. If we're talking about my addiction to knives, because that's the only thing I'm addicted to anymore, it's fine. I don't I think at some point you get enough knives that like you sell ones to get others, and I don't know. Like I did go through a recent purge where I literally have sold like $4,000 or $5,000 worth of knives in the last month, or whenever I started that purge thing, and I put 80% into our checking account, and our checking account now is like back to where it was before I did that. Like, and I haven't been buying knives like crazy. I don't know. It's so weird. But I did buy the SIG, and I've been buying a lot of gun related products this week. I think that's where my mind has shifted the last week. And now it's kind of coming back. I'm just getting that all set up because I'm really like I've been watching like shooting videos and like concealed carry videos and all this stuff constantly lately. That's what I do. As stated, addict. I get tunnel vision on things. I just go so deep into it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then I just move on. That's the difference. I can do that now. But I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. But
I think that
was that question.
As a reviewer too, I think a lot of people get sucked into that trying to keep up kind of thing with everybody, what they're doing. Every week somebody's got something new that they bought that they're showing on their channel, and you're just trying to like keep up with that, have something new to put out content every week. And you can get kind of lost in that sometimes. I mean, I buy stuff, but I don't do it every single week. I do it when I have the money to do so. And if I don't, that's when I look into my collection. What isn't getting carried? What isn't, getting used? And then I sell in order to fund more shit. So
that's kind of how I look at it too. Because obviously, like the way I look at it is like I don't have a job during school, so I'm kind of living off of, well, not living off of, but like my spendable money is everything that I earned over the summer. So I have to make it last through to, May when I get out of school. So the way I look at it is like, I need to sell knives in order to get new stuff in, which is why I just decided to sell, 4 or 5 knives to 4 or 5, good.
Get a Mannix. Did you ever get it?
Oh yeah. I was going to bring that up later, but I guess we could just talk about it now. The website was crashing so hard today. It was apparently it went live on the site like 2 minutes before 12.
Tell the viewers what you're talking about because they don't know.
The Knife Joker was doing a drop today of a Spyderco Mannix lightweight, or Mannix 2 lightweight in 20 CV with like these cool, I think they called it mystic green scales. They were like translucent kind of. And I hadn't tried a Mannix before, and I know Kevin hates FRN and like hates plastic, but to me it's okay. Like it's not a bad thing, especially at that price point. So I was like,
you will get there, young grasshopper.
Oh, I'll get there sometime. You're right. But I was like, I like 20 CV. I like the color, so I might as well try it. And it was dropping today at noon, and the website was it crashed. Like, I know the Knife Joker is a smaller, knife seller. It's not a huge production or anything like that, but
these companies are never prepared for Spyderco drops. It really befuddles me that they don't understand that they're gonna get
so much
overloaded. They need to figure out their servers. I don't know how that all works, but they need to sort that shit out if they're gonna have exclusives like this.
Yes.
Hang on, my OCD's kicking in. This drawer back here is open. Sorry.
So apparently the knife dropped at like 2 minutes before noon, but then I didn't realize that. So right at noon, I refreshed my browser, and it just brought up like this error page. So I just kept trying to refresh, and eventually I had class at 12:20, so I had to go to that. And I just like sitting in class watching presentations, and I just constantly refreshing my phone. And about, I think it was almost an hour past. It was like 1 o'clock almost. They must have figured out the website, and I was able to get one.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
Let me, can I pull up his website and like look at it? Because I have no idea.
It was actually, I checked at like 5:30, which I guess was 3 hours ago, but they were still in stock. So there still might be some there, but the picture should be think if you click on the exclusives page, it should be right there. Or
you should see. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
So it's hard to really see it there. It's just
if you click on it, you can like.
All right. So the first thing I'm gonna say is it's fucking ugly as hell.
Why?
It's in stock. I could buy one right now.
See, that's what I meant. The drop did not go well today because I think people just got so discouraged that like the website, maybe they just were like, screw it. I'm just not going to work.
I hate the Mannix too, or I would just buy one out of spite right now. I almost want to do it anyway.
Like what? I knew you didn't like it, but like why?
Everybody would see my credit card, so I can't really do that. So.
First, is it just like the design, or
the lock sucks? It's like it's totally less comfortable than an access lock to use. Okay. And you could tell me all day it'll break in, but like I shouldn't have to break in a lock. Like it should fucking work, and then being left-handed, the issue I had with one of the ones I had was it had custom scales, or it was G10 scales, and those have only right-hand carry. And I didn't have a clip to grip onto. And the way that Mannix is designed, it doesn't like fall into my palm right when I go. Like when I use a bug out. I guess I can get rid of this now. You guys see it. If anybody's looking for this knife, go buy it. It's available apparently. Hold on, let me do this. So when I close a bug out, I put the knife into my palm.
Yes. Yep.
And then it gives me the leverage I need to pull down.
Kind of locks it in there.
And then I can flick it closed, right? You do this. On the Mannix, I can't do that. It's rounded too much or something, or the proportions are off. And maybe it's just my hand, but it always slips out like this. And then I have no way. I have no way to pull down the access lock unless I like grip the clip. And somehow, like, it just isn't
awkward.
For me, it's not fun. And for me, if I can't fidget with a knife, I don't want a knife. It could be the best user in the world, and the Mannix has a great.
Isn't that kind of why you sold me this? Because you didn't like the action on it.
Exactly. That's a good knife, but like, it doesn't drop when you push the lock bar over.
I actually I filmed my full review on it actually today. It's going to go up tomorrow. I think I talked about how you didn't like because it didn't close. It didn't just drop shut. You had to kind of knock it down first.
Can I block viewers or something? Ethan's saying death to the bug out.
Yeah, Ethan hates the bug out for some reason. I
can block him. I'm not going to do it.
Wait, block who? Ethan?
Ethan.
No.
I'll let you get away with it once, Ethan. Try me again, motherfucker.
I was going to bring this up earlier.
I'm just kidding.
When you're talking about addiction, I think not saying you're an alcoholic, but I think you're addicted to Bohemian Pilsner because that's like the only beer that you ever drink.
Okay.
Is it
First
that good?
I'm an alcoholic. Okay. I have to like get myself to be like, all right, dude, don't drink for a couple of days, and I do it, so I'm not actually an alcoholic, but like I definitely. Like that addict personality kicks in with beer too. Like where I want to drink, and it like for a normal person, you're like, I'm gonna have like 4 of these and I'm done, or 2 probably for a normal person. But once I get going, I'm like Tanksville, right? Like I'll pass, I'll get to 4, and then I'm like, inhibition's gone. I'm just gonna have 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's where like then my actual brain kicks in. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna drink for like a week or whatever, and I can do that. So I'm not an alcoholic, but I am. It's a touchy subject. Talk to my wife. Yeah, there you go. Boozy alcoholic. But yeah, I will only so if this stuff just ran out one day.
Yeah, what would you drink?
I wouldn't. I would probably switch to water. Like I tried last weekend or on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking beer distributor fucked up and didn't order more, even though I told them the week before they were out. I literally go into the back of their store where they keep the stacks of them.
Probably because you're the only one.
And I go get them. Right. Well, no, they special order it for me. It's like $65 for a case. It's really good, by the way. But so I go back there and grab a case because they used to put it in the fridge for me there. Stop doing that. And like I went back there one time and this guy walks by me. He must be new because I've been there a million times. He's like, oh, you can't go back there. Just like muttered, and I was like, what? He's like, you can't go back there. I was like, what do you want me? Like, I was like, I had to get the beer. Like, you didn't put it in the fridge where you're supposed to. It's not out on the floor. You're dicking around in the corner on your phone. I'm not supposed to go back there. And I walked out. And I was like, dude, like, so they didn't order it last week or whatever. And
Is it made by
I tried like 3 different. Yeah, it's a microbrewery. I tried like 3 different beers on the edge last week, and one of them fucked me up. Like, go watch that on the edge. Like after my third beer, I tried the one called Monster Pills. It was 7.5%, which on a pounder is a lot.
Yeah.
And after that one, I was just like kind of in a haze the rest of the night. Ask Chris, like afterwards, I was fucked up.
Dude, you're out.
And so, like, but normally if they don't have that beer, I just don't buy beer, and then I'll just drink LaCroix or whatever. I don't know.
Well, where did you? If it's made by a microbrewery, or like, is it near where you live?
Yeah, they're in Philly.
Oh, like in the city.
Yeah, they have 2 locations in Philly. That's how I found them. I think my brother told me about them, or no, the bar down the street had it for some reason. And then like since then, there's a couple other beers I really enjoy, but this is like the beer.
Like
that's some straight addict behavior for your beer, Kev. It is. No, straight up.
Do you drink like normal, like mainstream beer, like or?
No, I can't.
You're just
like
that
shit.
I don't even drink beer, I just
won't drink. Like if my options are Miller Lite or nothing, it's nothing. Like, yeah. I mean, unless I'm at some event, like a wedding, and that's what I'm stuck with. Yeah, I'm not that much of a bougie guy, but like if I'm going to the store, they don't have it, I'll walk out and just forget it. So anyway.
2 things that help me: nicotine and caffeine. I can't go without either one.
I quit smoking like 5 years ago.
I'm a heavy smoker.
That was a tough one. Smoking was hard, man. But I used a vapor.
I'm so addicted. It's so freaking hard.
I used a vapor for 6 months, and then I just I slowly weaned it down, and then I cut it off. And the only reason I attribute it to my dad, he smoked for like 40 years, and he quit. And then I always told him, I was like, if you quit, I'll quit. And he's like, well, I quit. He did the vapor thing for 6 months. Yeah. And so 6 months in, I was like, all right, he quit. And then for like Christmas, not for Christmas, but like from that Christmas on, I did the same thing and it worked. And nowadays it's so easy to get those like Juul things.
Yeah. I
mean, you could easily grab those and just wean yourself off and cut it off. But
those are very popular
in our
college and high school.
In our family photos, you could see over the years, sober, not sober, sober, not sober, because I got skinny, fat. I discovered food when I got sober too.
Yeah, I'm not a food guy anytime. Like just never.
I eat once a day, dude. Like now I eat once a day, and it's probably not good for me, but whatever.
Well, Joe said it's beautiful, so I'm glad he likes the. I'm glad he likes the Protect. So wait, more questions.
What do you got?
I should read these before I read them, but whatever. If you could build your own Grail knife, what would it be? Like a description or comparison to an existing knife, and who would you get to build it? A company or maker?
That's tough.
Man, Dave, this is from Eggs and Ham 22. He's killing me with
That's a good question.
It is.
Oh, which, by the way, shout out to Mrs. Eggs and Ham 22. I've been meaning to say that because she replied on a comment. She left a comment on my mermaid video saying that they got me, which they did. I don't know what just happened on my screen. That was weird. But yeah, I couldn't find her comment to reply again. I felt bad. So I just want to say this on live YouTube. Thank you. I would have Riot build it, and it would have a slot or a hole. You know what I would do? I would maybe have Riot like reimagine the Slim Midi. Like, I love this thing. I can't tell you how much I love this thing. I would have them maybe somehow reimagine this a little bit, clean up some of the sharp edges, maybe make it a little lighter with some milling, and do a Riot detent on it, even though this is freaking good. And make it more affordable, right? So you could get one for like $300 and get the Kev MIDI. That would be really cool.
Bougie ass.
That would be really, really cool. So that's my answer. You guys have an answer to that hard question?
That's a really hard question. I think I'd want Riot to make mine though, since
I agree.
This is the only knife I've got that's made by Riot, and I love it. So I know that for sure.
Sorry, this is good. Chris, he's the one who sent me the Shiros. And when I got him, I was like, this fucker smokes. Like, you can smell it in the package. Fucking bloodhound. Yep, that's me. No, I smelled it. I was like, oh. You know, of course it makes you want one. So you're saying you de-Medford the Medford. No, I love the Medford. I'm just saying making a more affordable one. With a little bit lighter. I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. I still love the damn thing. So shut up, Corey. Local guy, by the way. Sorry, Chris. You were saying that's the only Riot you. What's the only Riot?
It's the only Riot. It's the only Riot knife I've ever owned, and I love it. So I definitely would want to have something
handled. Little bitch fingers over there. Can't.
Fuck you. Look, I can get this is perfect. The 5.5, the detent was too strong. I told you that.
No, what did Alex just do?
Fuck you both.
No, but his is my card. Those were a little bit lighter, I think, on the detent.
Really? So you're gonna bitch at me, but then tell him this.
Well, I'm trying to help you out, dude. I'm trying to give you an escape.
I can Spidey flick that just fine. I can get the
that way. Yeah, you look like a bitch on YouTube. I'm just kidding. That thing's hard, man.
I got it. There you go.
Left-handed, unless I'm all the way down at the bottom, like
it's a thumb stud. I gotta make sure my finger gets out of the way.
It's really hard to flick. If I hold it up here, I can't do it. Oh, see, yeah, I just can't do it.
Yeah,
I'm hopefully getting one next week.
Dude, I tried selling you one.
Yeah, because I want the what?
I don't know. You want a G10?
Yeah, just because it's a little cheaper. I want the blue one though, and it's out of stock. So I messaged them yesterday, and they got back to me and said probably late next week they're going to have them in. So hopefully I'll be able to snag one.
Yeah,
I was going to get the waypoint, but since I got the drift, I ain't getting the waypoint. I like the drift better.
I like
Joe, do you want to come on and show the Malibu for a second?
Huh? Yeah, I want to see that again.
I'll send you the link, dude. You can just pop on for a second, show us the knife, and then you can pop back off and do your thing. I did a fake jerking off motion, by the way.
I don't know, the detent on this thing is pretty good, as you can see. It's really drop shutty.
Yeah. Shadow Rangers unite.
Kev, those things have spread like a wildfire. You know what you've done? You've just
dude. I was trying to get Slicey Dicey's address to send him one.
I saw he posted in the group today.
I knew he was going to just show up, post, and then peace out and never respond to any comments. And that's exactly what he did.
It'd be so hilarious.
I think he liked one comment that was on there. Everybody put their YouTube channels on there.
Yep.
And I think he liked one, but he didn't really respond to any others.
I figured because I'm in there as an admin, he might respond. I was like, dude, I'll send you one. Nothing. But whatever. I don't actually care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I blame Kev for that damn knife. Yeah, we know, David. We know.
Kev, what's your dog's name?
Cheyenne. Cheyenne. Yeah. Actually,
I see her
talking about Slicey Dicey, he did that trade me anything thing last year. He would do these videos where he would say I'm gonna trade my ProTech Malibu, and he'd say, "Trade me anything," and people would send. It was awesome. People would send like, "I'll trade you my Star Wars collectible, this, and then it didn't have to be knives; it could be anything." And I sent him one that was a joke, saying I'd trade him my dog, and I sent a picture of her, and he was like, I was gonna jump all over that." And it was funny because today I looked through my emails with him to try to find his address so I could send him a Shadow Ranger.
Oh, Jeremy said he
And I never found it.
Kev, you got one right here. Now I can give you his address.
I can give you Slate's address if you want. Well, somebody in the group said they were taking care of it. They said they ordered one and they were going to send it to him. So find that person. I'll look it up. Message me or whatever. We'll look it up and I'll tell you who it is that ordered. He sent me the confirmation like he ordered one already. Because he lives in New York and it was like him and another dude in New York. They both ordered one and then shipped it to each other. It was something weird like that.
What's up, Ethan? You want to see the
Kaiser Justice?
Yeah, it's the one that Ethan sent me.
I don't like the lines in it.
The action,
and I don't like the flipper tab either because it's square. It kind of reminds me of this Tangram thing.
The action on it, so it's really good. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I haven't carried a ton because it's a little bit bigger of a knife, but I think I'm going to make it my dedicated work knife once I get home and stuff because it's a bigger blade. But I don't know. I like the action a lot on it. It's really smooth, and I've never.
It reminds me of this horse dick knife. I don't know why.
That's what the Norseman reminds me of, bro. It just reminds me of a horse dick.
Yeah,
blade shape does.
But then again, Ethan doesn't like the bug out, so it makes sense that he would like horse stick knives. I'm just kidding, Ethan. Are there any lefties in the chat? Because I want to give this away, and it's left-hand carry only. So I mean, unless you're right-handed and you don't mind a lefty carry, I mean, it's a right-handed knife, which is stupid. It's a righty liner lock, but it has a lefty-only clip. Like, there's no holes on this side. How weird is that? So, anyway, I don't think there's enough people who would want this to, like, do a giveaway for it. I think I'm just going to wait for somebody to be like, I want it. I know there's a couple. David
There's
Rim,
a couple.
Matt. All right. Well, then, my dad's a lefty, Winchester says. I mean, it's got to be a good game we come up that has something to do with horse dicks, right? Like, I don't know. Funny story, talking about horse dicks. When I was a kid, we went on a trip.
Where's this going, Kev? Where's this going?
When I was a kid, we went on a trip out west, and we drove to like the Black Hills, Yellowstone. It was fucking awesome. It was like a 3-week in our RV trip, right? Not RV, it was a conversion van. And we had a pop-up attached to it. And there was this one point in the Rockies or Wyoming. No, it was Wyoming, not the Rockies, like outside of Yellowstone. And this fucking donkey was in the middle of the street. And we had to stop. Like, so our whole caravan stopped. We had like 4 families with us, right? So it was all these vans. We all stopped. There's this donkey in the middle of the road, and his dick is just like literally hanging like 2 or 3 feet down, like touching the fucking street. Like, this donkey had a huge ass dick, right? And all of us kids jump out, like, oh, it's a donkey, right? We're not looking at the dick. And we all start kind of creeping up on it. And as we creep up on it, this dick starts to shrivel up the donkey, like, and all of a sudden there's like nothing there. Like, what the fuck? And then somebody scared it and it ran off. But like, that was, I don't know why it stuck with me. I was like 9 and I still remember that story. We tell it every time I see those friends, family friends. We talk about that story.
Kevin just stands there and just like mouths just.
So you get together with family or friends and you talk about donkey dick. That's what you do. That's what comes up
every couple of years. Yeah, when I see them.
I'm just making sure.
You guys hear my messages going off? By the way,
you bring up the donkey dick story. If you ever meet up, I'm leaving.
What did you say?
Oh, was that him? pinging? That thing, all I hear
know.
that going off my ears.
My bad.
I have more questions, so I want to get to them. Zach from Zach Stuff sent me one. What's your favorite Benchmade in your collection?
Okay.
So that's funny, Zach. He's probably, I don't think he's watching, but I only have one. So mine is the
Me too.
I only have two.
Mine is the Benchmade Bug Out, and it has been modded to shit. I have these micarta scales and G10 backspacer from Death Grip Scales, MXG gear clip, titanium hardware from one of those companies, Titanium. And I got the Ranger green studs from Benchmade. I lied and said I lost mine. And yeah, I really do love this thing. I just never carry it anymore. But this is my favorite Benchmade.
Same here.
Who's up
What
next?
about you, Alex?
Hold on. I only have had this one currently, and I had a mini grip like
showed up
a couple months ago, but I sold it. But just the standard, green one.
Green.
Yeah, I actually.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, I like it a lot better than the blue that they came out with. But I've been waiting. I'm kicking myself because I feel like I should have done my review on it already. But I'm waiting on screws to come in because I lost mine for my clip, and I don't want to do a review without the whole.
Oh, you should have told me, dude. I have fucking random bug out clips and screws everywhere.
You do or you did?
I do. I don't know if I have black ones, but I might. I have like 3 bug out clips.
I do plan on at some point getting. I think they're Aim Front is a company. They make like aluminum scales. They look like
aluminum scales.
Yeah.
Sharpening services available. Detail knives and gear is a reference. Freak Show EDC. Oh, Jeremy, you're Freak Show EDC. I didn't know that. Okay, awesome, dude. And thank you for the super chat. That's awesome, dude.
Thank you so
really
much, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we've seen a shit ton of your knives on Kyle's channel, man. My favorite is the Doug Ritter close to bench. Oh, that's the
RSK.
Ritter Hogue.
I don't like that knife.
I do kind of.
So I had the mini, and when I got it, there's a body screw that just kept spinning. Like it wouldn't tighten. It was just like stripped inside or whatever. And I sent it back, and they sent me a new one. And the new one I got had the same issue on a different screw, and the pivot was all fucked up. Like it, I don't even know how to explain it. And they were bitches about it when I asked them, because I was like, I got another one that's screwed up. Didn't you QC check this one when you sent it to replace a fucked up one? And they basically were trying to tell me it was my fault. And I'm like, I didn't even touch the knife. It came out of the box and the screw fell into my fucking hand. Like, that is what happened. I took the knife out and it fell into my hand. And from then on, I was like, fuck you guys. So I don't like, where's that place? What's that place? Forget. Who sells that Ritter Hogue?
Knife Works.
Knife Works.
Knife Works, yeah.
And that was my experience with them. So, yeah, they did end up refunding me, I think, after they tried to get me to pay to send it back the second time. When they sent me another fucking up knife, I don't know. It just pissed me off. That was one of the reasons I started reviewing knives, because people need to know when shit is wrong, and there's way too many just positive. It's just everything's always positive in YouTube reviews.
There's
and
a lot
I don't
of people
try to be
selling. They're it's like they're selling the product.
But I don't try to be negative. But if there's something wrong, I just say it that. It is what it is. People need to know that Hogue does occasionally have bad QC, because it happened to me twice.
Well, I love
it's not the end of the world.
I love the Quiet Carry Drift, right? I love this knife. I don't like their warranty. I think their warranty's ass. I think the way that it's marketed, it could have been done a lot better. So, and I think it's important to put that stuff in reviews especially when you're buying something for $300. It's not cheap, That's part of the why we pay that much.
Let me answer. Yeah, I agree, dude. The experience you had, which you should share that at some point.
I had a great, like, their customer service was fantastic. It was just their warranty that I didn't typically agree with.
Jordan, here's the Scout Leather Co. driver, and my answer to your question is if you can get this one instead, the custom beads JW Knife Works combo one. It's on Urban EDC Supply. If you can get this one instead, I would do it. I think it's a little bit more than this. This is zirconium, and this is titanium. And I think maybe they're the same price. I can't remember. But do you see the difference in size around where you grip it? It makes such a difference in the amount of torque you can apply. And it's not just tightening. It's when you're trying to loosen a screw that's like Loctited or something. Go watch any of my disassemblies. This almost has as much torque as this guy does. And this is what I use to, really get something that's tight. So it's kind of the best of both worlds because you have the spinner on it, which is really good. So you can do the palm kind of spin thing where you tighten and loosen things quickly, but you also get that torque. This is a newer one I got, but I would 100% recommend this one over even my Brian Brown Vulcan driver, the Scout Leather Co. And if you're just trying to be cheap, just, the little Weehaw one is cool because you get all the torque, but it sucks because once you break it, then you got to the way you rotate it in your hand sucks. It takes forever, right? Whereas this one, you get the torque and then you can freely spin as well. So I really think that's the best option is one of those with a fat kind of grip, but still has the spinner on the back. Sorry. Paul, for shipping stuff. Thank you, Paul, man. I really appreciate that. You didn't need to do that, dude. But thank you. Now I know not to bitch about shipping. I'll have to check that out. I was thinking of getting 2 regular Scout Leather Co. ones and then one of his stubby ones too. I didn't know he made different ones. See, I like the one I just showed you because it's long enough that you can palm it and do the spinner thing, and then it's fat enough at the front that you can get the torque. It's the best of both worlds, to be honest. I have different ones for different things, so but that's kind of how I see it. Yeah, this Corey's saying CRKT makes a driver like that now, and I'm curious how it is considered. I've heard it's really good, and I believe it's actually a collaboration with Scout Leather Co. If I'm not wrong. I think it's a collaboration with them, and it's like the same one. It's in brass, and it's like $20. I've heard it's really good, but Doug says to get Kev to stop sending me stickers. Yeah. Thanks, Doug. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that, man. He's a good buddy. He's the one who sold me the Malibu. I guess I always send stickers with packages, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. So wait, that was Zach's question. Wow, that was like a year ago. Let me just rip through these so we can.
Stickers.
How many cups are in a mile? Nebby Cloud. I don't know the answer to that one. He said, I have this pity question. Describe your perfect knife. That's from Sean. That's hilarious. I don't know how to pronounce his username. N Omega Odyssey. Got it, idiot. I can't describe my perfect knife because I don't know what it is. That's the thing with me is I'm not a designer. I'm probably never going to come out with my own knife because I don't know what I'm looking for. I see it and then I know. I'm not the guy who wants to have a million options. Like when you have knives, you buy a knife, and then it's like, what color do you want? You can have purple, green, yellow. You can use this back carpenter, this my card. That's why I'm not big on custom knives at this point, because I don't know what I want. I want you to show me what I want and sell it to me. Like, I'm like an ultimate consumer as opposed to somebody who knows what they want. I can't explain it better than that. If I ever did design a knife, it would probably be with somebody else because we could bounce ideas and figure things out. What about you guys? Do you know, like, what's the perfect knife for you? The blade shape, the handle, all that stuff?
I don't.
No,
really.
dude.
I don't think I've handled.
I'm an enthusiast. I'm a knife enthusiast, not a designer at all.
Exactly.
I know my preferences, but I don't know what I would put into my own design. It's a lot of pressure. I have no idea what I would do. It's just I like reviewing them. I like
right,
but I don't necessarily want to build my own.
So I have a couple.
I can't wait to see Jake's though.
Yeah, that looks cool. We have a couple more questions, and then
I love it. It looks like a cross between. Oh, go ahead.
What? Oh, you're talking about Jake's?
Go ahead, dude. Yeah, it looks like a cross between an Arius and a PM2.
Actually, before you jump in, Kev, I actually got to run. Unfortunately,
okay. That's what I was gonna say. I got a couple more questions, and then I gotta run. So cool, bro. What are you going? Wait, what are you going to do?
My girlfriend, I told her that every Friday night they do a trivia night for school.
Yeah.
And we always me and her, because I live with her and two other girls that were her roommates, and we always do it on Friday night. So I made a prior arrangement to her. So you know how the girls are. You can't take back what you already said you would do with them. So
no, that sounds fun, dude. Trivia night sounds fucking baller. I wasn't trying to guilt you. I was just asking what you were doing.
No, I know. When you asked me earlier, I said I could stay on until about 9, but I'd have to bolt out.
Oh, is it not 9? My wife just said it's 9:06. Yeah.
6, yeah.
She just said she got home. That's why I said I gotta go. Okay. So, all right, bro. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
Of course.
Later, Alex.
Anytime you ever ask, I'll be on. So I love talking to you boys.
All right, man. Awesome.
Have
a good night, man.
You too, man. Peace.
All right, so let me try to run these down.
Yeah, dude.
I'm curious about what each of you do for a living, career-wise, not knife-related, but that would be my question. That's from Alex LeBlanc. Chris, I don't know if you want to answer that. You don't have to.
I'll go. I work warehouse. I've been in the warehouse industry for about 11 years now. So, and I drive power equipment. I'm a forklift operator. And I'm a lead in my department. So I'm like a department manager, basically. I have my own team, and that's what I've been doing now since I was 19, 20.
Oh, I thought you said since 1920. I was like, holy shit.
No, since I was 19 or 20.
You could tell my wife's home because the dog just jumped off the bed. Like, let me fucking get to her. Mine's simple. I work in customer service, customer care / I do some accounting stuff. Nothing very important or special. It's an office job. I work from home for a fire protection company. All right, what else do I have? I think that was it for the questions. What did John send me? Oh, he sent me Slacy's address. Oh, because it's in the group, the Apex Pass Around. Idiot! I should have thought of that.
You gonna send him one?
No, somebody else was gonna do it. So I'll see if they did. If they didn't, I will. Jordan asked if you had to pick one type of EDC item, flashies, hanks, etc., to never carry again, what would it be? That's interesting. Because I now carry flashlights, hanks. Let this
pry bar.
I think my answer would be
I know. I think I already know what mine is.
It'd probably be a Hank. That's probably the
That's
last
exactly
thing.
what I was thinking.
I forget it sometimes. I have a shirt I could use. Like,
yeah,
you
it's
know, you
convenient
usually
to have,
have an
but
option.
it's not like a necessity.
Ethan, you didn't ask a question. You asked what a folder was and said, this is a serious question. What is a folder? And then I ignored it because it was a terrible fucking question. And then people gave you good answers like a guy who folds stuff into origami or a thing that you put papers into at school. So I feel like it was pretty much covered. And somehow he got a working Shadow Ranger. Like, his works perfectly fine. He flips it open,
That's
it's
unheard
sharp.
of.
I know, he even sharpened it, which is weird. Can I still enter the giveaway? Yeah, the giveaway that I brought up, and yeah. So, guys, this is not anything special. It's a Tangram Bumble. I keep saying it. Rumble. It's actually a Kim Ning design. I was gonna hold it. You can't. Can you see that? You can. It's a Kim Ning design, but again, it is lefty only carry on a right-handed liner lock, which is weird. It's in some weird steel. I think Japanese Akudo. It's just what I have right now. So that's what we're giving away, I guess. I mean, you'll get some stickers and shit with it too, I guess. Whatever. How do we want to give it away? Chris, how do we want to give it away?
How are you gonna do it? It's your giveaway.
Okay, I got it. Here it is. I have a box to unbox as well. This is from Zach Stuff. And whoever tells me what's in here.
That's not going to be hard. It's Zach Stuff. You know what's going to be in there.
It's not a Benchmade. It's going to be really hard, actually. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that was my guess.
You guys can start guessing if you want that knife. You don't have to.
Go ahead. I'm watching the comments.
You don't have to participate, is what I'm saying. He taped the shit out of this. I'm going to cut myself the way he taped this. Jesus, Zach.
That dark is. It's a knife.
That might be the best answer if nobody else is guessing.
Oh, shit, yeah.
It's a knife. It's going to be so hard, guys. Think about what Zach Stuff recently had on his channel. I don't know if he actually posted on it. I haven't seen what he's recently posted. I will say it's from the pass around, so it's from Apex pass around. Big Red had it before Zach, I think, and Ray had it before that, forever probably, because that's what he had. I should probably tell you what it is, Chris.
Send me it. Send me a text.
I'm gonna put it in the private chat. So just click on private chat. You can see it. Trust me.
Okay, I got it.
There's a little card in here too. Yeah, see, it's a really obscure knife, right? Something people wouldn't get.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if they're gonna get that.
There's a bag in here, which is weird.
Hold on, I'll make you big.
Some weird bag. I don't know what that is. It's really small. Has the word half in it. Maybe that'll help. I have a note for you, Lefty EDC. It has the word half in it. It also is made by a company I really like that
you mentioned earlier.
I mentioned, yeah, Jordan got it. No, wait, I'm sorry. Back up. Holy shit. I've seen it a couple times. No, I think
I've
Jordan
seen
did
it a
get
couple times.
He said it twice. He said half delta, and then it is the half, right? That's what it is, right? Isn't that what I said?
Yep, he was the first one that got it. Yep, he got it.
Okay, Jordan got it. That's easy because I talked to Jordan. So I have some Zach stuff stickers. Thank you. Oh, DSKFS. What is that? Do something kind for somebody. I try to do that. Zach stuff. Cool. Awesome stickers. So whoever said that, I guess technically is right, but doesn't count. Urban EDC half delta tie black. That's what this is. More fucking penis in here. Like, what is with all the penis?
Because you love penis.
Everybody knows that. God, this thing is small. Holy oh god.
Wow. I've seen them on the site.
Here's the bug out.
Yeah, wow, that's small.
And I'm guessing left-handed is gonna be a nightmare. This is the only knife, second knife I've ever gotten off the pass around. I just was that curious and didn't want to spend $200. It's made by Riot. At least I'm 90% sure they won't tell you for some reason or something. I forget. My God. I think it's an LMAX steel. I mean, it's definitely well built. There's no blade play.
I like the Tanto on it.
I like the Tanto on it, yeah. For a little knife, I mean, I can't even. Oh, shit.
Nice.
I mean, I just don't see any use case for this knife. I mean, that is pretty cool, though, that I'm not screwing it up with the lock bar. It's because it's so small, my finger's all the way up here.
Yeah.
So I can, oh my God, it's a 2-finger knife. Like, look at this.
What is the blade size on that? It's gotta be just like 2 inches.
It's sharp as fuck. It's got the tint. I mean, I'm kind of liking it.
Be a cool one to put in like fifth pocket of your jeans, secondary carry.
I hate thumb discs, by the way. If I haven't mentioned that ever. Yeah, I mean, it's not for me. Honestly, I signed up for this just to do this, like just to feel it and flip it a couple times. And I literally might just send this right on to the next person. Like, I don't even think I'll do a video on it. It's just not. Right. I know I don't want one. I know I'm not going to buy one. I think it's a pre-order you can still get in on now. And guys, I love Urban EDC Supply. They're one of my favorite companies to buy shit from because they just have randomly cool stuff, and the F5. So that really sealed the deal for me and why I love them. But yeah, guys, so that's the Urban EDC Supply half delta on pre-order. I think still. I think it's like 200 bones for this. I believe it's an LMAX steel and titanium. I wouldn't get one. So if I was you and I had tiny little hands, maybe I would get one. But I just right off the bat, I wouldn't recommend this at all. You want me to? I can do it right now if you want. Before I ship it, it won't take 30 minutes though. It's a Riot. So, I mean, it'll be 2 screws and this fucker will pop right apart. This one and that one. Think I'm not allowed to do that, so I'm not going to. Another reason I don't really review knives from pass-arounds. I can't use them. I can't take them apart. I can't really do anything. So it's going back in the pouch. Most likely, it's probably just going to get shipped to the next guy tomorrow. So that is the half delta. Really cool to check that out. Thank you, Zach, for sending it. Zach is a cool dude. And I think, guys, we're going to close it out with that. Jordan, hit me up on Instagram. We talk every day anyway, so it works. I really appreciate you guys tuning in for random live stream number 2, which I announced earlier in the day. I'm probably not going to do that again. I'm probably just going to do it because the way this works, when you do it, it like shows up on Instagram and Facebook, like that the live stream's coming, and I don't know, it's kind of annoying because like I'd rather just be like, okay, let's do it, you know. So we'll see if it becomes a thing going forward. I don't like leave comments, I guess, or message me. Let me know if you guys like this kind of thing. I just want I'm gonna film something, so it's either I'm gonna sit down and film my review of this, or I can go live and hang out with you guys. You know, like I prefer to do that. But yeah. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with that, Chris. You have anything you want to say before we cut it off? Chris, are you there?
No, man. I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I don't know what's going on.
Dude, my screen's messing up.
I can hear you.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming out and hang out with us and shoot the shit with everybody. You got me now? But
Yep.
yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out, man.
Somebody asked for a beer chug.